I really thought you would be somebody that would, kind of go and, have a you.
Submit the name so that we can have the person with just being loved, so that we can account for every person who will be in attendance. Good morning. That is. Because there is a better life. When we look around the world, we can see that the world is fasting.
Understand when you don't see his plan, when you can't trace his path, trust his heart. Why are you crying? I'm trying to pretend. Why are you crying? It was such a good day for you today. God bless. Thank you. How do you get upstairs? Oh, nice. How have you been? How you guys been? Good? Where's Layla?
I hope you have an amazing Easter. Eat as much as you want. Again, the fitness journey, it's not about just being really strict with yourself that you can't even eat like holiday meals. Like it's just about maybe working out that morning like I am. So you feel less guilty. Just because if your metabolism isn't as fast, it's just going to be harder to work that off. But when you add more cardio, depending on what you're going to be doing, it makes it better. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I hope you spend time with family and just enjoy the blessings that you've been receiving because of God's grace. It's really only one reason, and we are so grateful to have what we have and to be able to move our bodies and really just make the most of it.
And 7 times here tonight.
Alright, can you bring up our carrot then?
Oh, you're off work tomorrow? Panoramic.
Check the camera. Push
There
the
we go,
camera.
found it. Oh, the jerk chicken is a super warning on the jerk chicken. We're saying it again. Do not take the jerk chicken if you don't like spicy. Alright?
Who are you attacking right now? It's a decent day in the city. Hey guys, good morning. I'm here bright and early, getting this out the way. Fitness is a big part of my life lately. I don't want it to become my whole personality, but it technically is. Like, I'm really trying to change my life and the way I feel. So, whatever. It could be a personality if I want it to be. This my shit. The developing process of any business is definitely tedious. It can be stressful. So yeah, coming to the gym and just being able to take out that stress a little bit. Yeah, I love that. Hopefully we could burn, let's say 300 calories minimum today. Wow, what a week this was. It was really important for me to go back to church for the Easter service. I really just was able to, dial it all in and, the story of just resurrection and not being where you were left and evolving is so powerful. I was recalibrated being in church and I loved the energy from the sermon to the actual special music. There was even a little baby dedication. If you saw that baby earlier in the video, she was actually christened. She was born, I think, in October of 2025. She got christened on Easter weekend. So that was so cute. And just seeing some people that I haven't seen for so long, when your grandparents make you go to church when you're younger as a kid and you grow up in the church and then you go to college, you get busy, you kind of just forget what you were doing as a kid and what really brought you joy and community. And to be reintroduced to that again is just showing me a lot. Life gets so busy and hectic that you forget about where you learned about these foundations from. If it wasn't for this church family, I wouldn't have a lot of the foundations that I currently live day to day with. I'm so grateful for that. I have a strong relationship with God, but being in the house of the Lord is totally different. And that's just a more, intimate experience. I'm definitely getting my children christened though. They will definitely be christened. And it's just cute seeing that because they're just, babies are so cute. Babies are so freaking cute. They're really cute. I've had baby fever since I was like 15. I'm actually shocked. Sometimes I'm like, I really thought you would be somebody that would, kind of go and, have a you just early. I'm just moving on along. I wasn't the type that was ever going to have a kid without a foundation. I'm not that strong. I may seem strong, I may seem mentally strong, but I'm like really a softie. I'm not able to, I think I just wouldn't have the capacity to deal with that. Like that would be a lot for my mental. And mental is very important. You have to make sure you're covering everybody, right? We've talked about this before where it's like you need to put your mask on before you put the person next to you's mask on. You need to make sure you're good. So it's like to have a child because they're so cute and just like spit it all. To have a child without thinking of those repercussions, I want to be the best mom that I could be, right? I don't just want to go and have anyone's kid. It's like I've been busy. I graduated university not too long ago, and I'm really starting to figure out my post-grad career, my early career. People can do other things, right? You're pushing people into a certain narrative, but have you had a conversation with the suitors lately? Have you had a conversation with them? Do you know their mindsets about family planning and actually being present, competent fathers? These are the conversations we need to have more of. And we're not having more of those conversations because we're so obsessed with just like the traditional ways of doing things. And it's like we don't have the most traditional type situations anymore. What you need with that is a partner that is also on the same wavelength and is able to maintain that for both you and whoever you bring into this world, like that is so important. Like that's not something you could decide like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna meet somebody, and then yeah, that's gonna be my baby daddy, my husband for life. No, it takes a certain amount of like planning. It takes a certain amount of vetting. You don't just know right away that someone is the person for you. I honestly think you need to test this person like a million times. That's just me. Yeah, we'll see if I meet him one day. I'm not even gonna act like I'm just super lonely and there's like no one there. No more long talking. Let's get this workout started and completed because I need to go run some errands.